Today we are going to deal some questions on principal value. So here I am taking find the principal value of, this is the function, that is I am taking sine inverse 1 by 2. Very simple. See? Now first know the method. Here we take, let this is theta is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2. This we wish to get, and I take it equal to theta. It implies sine inverse comes here, you get sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. Very easily we write sine theta is equal to, write the value of sine, which is equal to what? 1 by 2. So definitely it is sine, then pi by what? 6. Now principal value branch of sine inverse x is, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. First I want to explain, we take this value, if I take y is equal to, let it is y equal to, then in case when x is greater than or equal to 0, then y belongs in, it is greater than or equal to 0, so it belongs in what? That is 0 to pi by 2. And in case when x is less than 0, it means I want to say if this is negative, like this 1 by 2, it is minus 1 by 2, then y is an element of, that is minus pi by 2 to 0. This is the situation. This is for sine inverse x. It means if it is positive, then take the value which belongs to 0 to pi by 2. If it is negative, at the place of 1 by 2, just take the value which belongs in minus pi by 2 to, that is 0. So here we get pi by 6, and since pi by 6 belongs in, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then we write theta is equal to pi by 6. If it does not belong, then we are not supposed to take that value. Therefore, what is theta? Sine inverse 1 by 2, it is equal to pi by 6, and this value is called principal value of the given ratio. Now, second question is, what is the change? If we take, that is sine inverse minus 1 by 2. Way is very simple. We take, that is, let sine inverse minus 1 by 2 is equal to theta. It implies sine theta is equal to minus 1 by 2. It implies sine theta is equal to minus is minus. Only think about the angle whose sine is 1 by 2. So very easily we write, that is sine pi by 6. Now we have to set it. As you know, in this first quadrant, this is 0 to pi by 2. Second quadrant, it is pi by 2 to pi. Third quadrant, pi to 3 pi by 2. And fourth is what? 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. This is the situation. Now, in this first quadrant, all ratios are positive. Here only sine and cosec. This is tan and cot, and it is cosine, and that is what? Sec. And in rest, it means out of 6 ratios, out of 4 quadrants, each one is positive in 2 quadrants and negative in 2. So what's about way to set? We can set this is sign negative in either in third and fourth. So there is a confusion of students. Here in which quadrant we are supposed to set? Since our angle this, it is negative, x is less than 0 since it is minus 1 by 2. Therefore y is an element of minus pi by 2 to 0. That's why we are required to set in fourth quadrant, and to set in fourth quadrant we know that sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So similarly we can write that is sine theta is equal to, it may written as that is sine of, and reason to write this since minus sine minus pi by 6 belongs in that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and here we get it is equal to theta is equal to minus pi by 6. Therefore sine inverse minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus pi by 6. This is the way to get the values. Now what happens when we take it as tan inverse minus 1? Again we said how we proceed. We take let the required ratio is equal to theta. It implies tan theta is equal to minus 1. Tan theta is equal to minus, just think the angle whose tan is 1, so very easily we get tan pi by 4. Now tan theta is equal to, tan is negative in second and fourth quadrant, but from principal value branch we are required to set angle in fourth quadrant. That's why it is written as tan of minus pi by 4. Since we may say it as what? Second nature of second is pi minus and it is negative angle. So from here we get theta is equal to minus pi by 4, which belongs in open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is the value of tan inverse minus 1. Now just take some mixed ratios. Mixed ratios means what? Either we directly write it or just getting the values. If we take the question that is only, here it is given find that is tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 plus sine inverse minus 1 by 2. Now here you are free. You may find directly the values are taking this is alpha, this is beta, this is gamma and put the value. If we proceed directly, no branch is given. If no branch is mentioned there, then we are supposed to find principal value branch. So it is written as what? Pi by 4 plus, if we take that is alpha equal to cos inverse minus 1 by 2, it implies cos alpha equal to minus 1 by 2. It implies cos alpha equal to minus, then cosine pi by 3. It implies cos alpha again, that is 0 to pi. This is the principal value branch of cosine, and if x is greater than or equal to 0, then y is an element of 0 to pi by 2. If x is less than 0, then y is an element of pi by 2 to pi. So here we are required to set in which quadrant? Second. Since in that is this quadrant cosine is negative, and that's why we write it is cos then pi minus pi by 3. Since nature of second quadrant is pi minus, it implies cos alpha equal to cos 2 pi by 3. It implies alpha is equal to 2 pi by 3, and which belongs in the center. So here we get it is 2 pi by 3. And what's about this? it is minus pi by 6. In this way we get, just taking the LCM, that is 12, we get 3 pi plus 8 pi minus 2 pi. It is 11 minus 2, that is 9 pi by 12, and it is equal to 3 pi by 4. So if there is any confusion, then just find the separately or put the value here. Next question is, that is, find cos inverse 1 by 2 plus sin inverse 1 by 2. Cos inverse 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. So we get it is equal to 1 by 2, that is pi by 3 plus 2 into, this is pi by 6, and it is equal to pi by 3 plus pi by 3, it is equal to 2 pi by 3. Next one is, that is again very easy. Now find, this is tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2. So we may solve using let alpha is equal to tan inverse root 3. It implies tan alpha is equal to root 3. It implies tan alpha equal to root 3. Root 3 means what? Tan, then pi by 3, and it implies alpha equal to pi by 3, which belongs in the open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Next one is, at the same time we take beta equal to, that is sec inverse minus 2. It implies sec beta is equal to minus 2. It implies sec beta is equal to, minus remains as it is. What's about the 2? So it is sec, then it is pi by 3. It is written as sec beta since it is negative. So the coordinate should be right. It is equal to sec, that is pi minus pi by 3, and it implies sec beta equal to sec 2 pi by 3. It implies beta equal to 2 pi by 3, and definitely we can accept it since it belongs in 0 to pi. So putting that value, we get tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2 as tan inverse root 3 is pi by 3. Sec inverse minus root 3 is minus 2 pi by 3, and when we solve we get minus pi by 3. These things about principal value. Then after that we learn some theorems, then we do some questions. Okay.